Hello my beautiful Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. We're doing just a freestyle, a general lovely Celtic cross. We see what Spirit wants to bring through for you, what it is that you need to know at this time to serve your highest good. You are a soul having a human experience, and on our spiritual journey there's so much happening right now, and we can all do with a little more support. So let's see what comes through for you, and I'm thinking of doing a bonus message at the end, so you might want to stick around for that. If you are returning, thank you so much for all of your support on the channel. Please continue to support with your likes, your comments, your shares, to give my videos as much traction and visibility as possible, because it really seems that my videos are still being suppressed. So please continue doing all the things that you can if it's not too much trouble. If you are new and you enjoy the reading, you enjoy my energy, please consider subscribing. Click that like button and share with loved ones and friends. I always ask that you guys trust your own intuition. Okay, I'm reading your energy to highlight what it is that you might be missing right now, what it is you might want to give more focus to, how you can honor and get into greater alignment with the energy that's being offered to you at this time. I'm not here to give you your truth, to tell you what to do, simply reading your energy to support you on your spiritual journey so that you can navigate things with a feeling of more clarity and support. So welcome your guides and keepers into the space. If the message resonates with you, claim it without a doubt. If it doesn't, let it go. Perhaps it's for someone else. And if you're triggered, that is where your work begins. Okay, so if you'd like to get a private reading, maybe you'd like to take a closer look at a particular situation in your life, you need clarity, you are welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. Keep in mind, on Thursdays I go live here where I do a online healing circles, channeled healing activations for those of you who might need support with energy healing at this time. It's really interesting because Spirit takes me on a journey through your past lives, your familial karma, ancestral soul blueprint, and childhood, wherever the root cause resides for your symptoms, to help to clear that out and to bring you clarity about where it resonates from. So if you want to join in and see how that works, and maybe you want to get some book some private sessions, it's always nice to see what things are about sometimes first. You are welcome to click the notification bell, subscribe, and when I go live you will get a notification and you can join in. Right, I think that is it. Let's begin. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you. You're entering a sacred space. This is a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their sacred flames burning. I give thanks to my guides, your guides, for giving me the access to your energy, to interpret and share with you what is shown to me from a place of truth, hopefully with as much clarity as possible and love. Okay, let's begin. Right. So let's see what your general energy is, because this reading is about you, and everything that is happening in your world is fueled by what is dominant in your frequency. All right? Everything is a physical manifestation of what is active in the relationship between you and you. So you're coming out as the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords energy. Okay. This is air, the element of air, which is communication and mental clarity or mental fog. It's mind stuff, it's processor stuff, and it can sometimes be ego stuff. The Queen of Swords, however, is the energy that you are in right now, where you are doing some introspection around the things that you have cut out of your life, what still needs to be cut out of your life, and the tendency to sometimes do that impulsively. What is, sorry, throat chakra stuff. I just got choked up there. Balancing your truth is communication. How much of what you cut out has been done from a place of fear? Is there a tendency to throw the baby out with the bathwater? This might not be where you are right now, but you're definitely doing the introspection around this. Perhaps this is a tendency you used to have in the past, and you are working on this at this time, not wanting to hold on to anything that doesn't serve you. And so we want to take into consideration where we find ourselves at this time on this planet with this great shift. And the split is so obvious that we have shifted into these vastly different perceptions of reality, these vastly different frequencies. And we see it when we are online, not necessarily in your day-to-day life. Perhaps you are still seeing it in the workplace with people around you, where people are just speaking a completely different language. Many of you have made changes in where you live and your workplace and the people that have access to and you have access to, because of the shift into your whole new world. So there is an awareness as the Queen of Swords that you are male or female, that you are very deliberate about what it is that you want to take action towards, what you want to give your attention to, what you are focusing on, and not holding on or trying to take with you what is really a part of an old reality and what no longer serves. You know, what does not bring out the best in me, and leaving that behind, whether it's people, situations, a behavior, a habit. So this is your energy, Queen of Swords. What is crossing you at this time? The Seven of Swords. Betrayal. So this is a general reading, right? This could be about your love life. Whatever is active in your love life is also going to show up in finances and in your relationship with family, etc. You're reflecting upon relationships, your relationship with yourself, and the ways in which you might not have been loyal to your own promises, to your own decisions, to your own goals, to your own values. And how this has been highlighted by relationships, perhaps a relationship that you are dealing with right now where disloyalty, where devotion and loyalty really comes into question. And how to recognize the kind of relationship that is ready to be devoted and loyal to the relationship, you know? You might have someone in your life that is going back and forth, that has been going back and forth. And for some of you, it's not so obvious as someone betraying you with another person, still dealing with an ex. For some of you, it is a little bit more subtle, but vivid in the sense that you have been dealing with someone that has still really been very tied to mentally and emotionally things that have happened in the past. Maybe not fully ready to move forward. Perhaps they haven't yet packed up that old life, with the intention of fully moving forward and making a clean break, and you've gotten caught in the middle of that. You've gotten caught in that web, or in that, and it's been painful and uncomfortable. So you've had to cut something out. And really reflecting on how much you've grown and the level of maturity and your capacity to be able to do that without dishonoring yourself, and by still respecting the other person and still being able to hold love, not being completely lost or drowning in the experience. So and you can all be in different places, but really just being fully aware of where you are. Okay, 7 of Swords, definitely you have felt betrayed. Either you've trusted this person to take care of the relationship, to value the relationship, to honor it enough, to give it their attention, make it a priority, and you don't feel that that's happened. Okay, what's in the past? What's happened in the past to bring you to this place? The Moon, shadows. Some shadows, All right, so this is a shadowy, smoky trail that it seems you're considering navigating again for some of you, but really what's coming through more than anything else is this is your person having to deal with some shadows. Someone that hasn't done their shadow work. This could manifest as an ex that has how do I put this? The Moon for me is the energy of the covert narcissist, someone that can present really well, but there is deep narcissistic tendencies there. There are great shadows that have not been met, that are a great source of disassociation, and perhaps your person and you have dealt with some narcissistic abuse. But I feel the message that I'm getting here is that this person of yours, when you spend so much of your energy trying to get away from a really bad experience, it's just another form of running. Trying to remove any traces that person had, that their prints have been left on you. It's just another form of avoidance. Some shadows that have not been completely dealt with are coming to the surface here, and has contributed to the way that this person has dealt with this connection. If this reading is not resonating for you with a relationship, a romantic relationship, perhaps it's a friendship or a family member, but it's definitely someone close to you. Shadow work is incredibly important. I say this all the time. If we don't do if shadow work is not a part of our craft, our spiritual practice, or our practice as a being, just as a human being in this human body, a soul being in this human body, we are bypassing a hell of a lot. And it comes up when someone gets really, really close. Yeah. So, yeah, some shadows from the past peeking its head out. Perhaps for you, you're seeing a theme. You're beginning to recognize a theme, and now you can evaluate. Okay, is there an improvement on the theme that I usually have? Has there been some improvement, or is it actually getting worse as I'm progressing in my relationship scene? Like, is it getting worse compared to the first person, or is it actually getting better compared to the worst person? That kind of thing. You're sort of evaluating. Is there growth? am I in relation to this theme that keeps coming up for me? Well, what is leaving? What's leaving your reality? What is leaving your reality? The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords wanted to pop out. I thought, no, I'm going to shuffle more. I want to pull my own cards. So I'm confident that this is the Knight of Swords is leaving your reality. You're the Queen of Swords. This is the Knight of Swords. So this immature energy where this person wants to be a King of Swords is still figuring out how to... interesting, because this is what I picked up in the beginning of the reading with the general energy. How do I know what to give my devotion to take action towards, to focus more on, and what to take my energy away from? Because I'm so afraid. I'm still trying to figure that out, because in the past, when I have action towards things, given more energy, given more focus, it didn't work out well for me. But am I in the habit, as the Knight of Swords, male or female, of being inactive where I should be active, and not cutting things out that I should cut out because I don't trust myself? And it's because of past experience. So this energy is leaving your reality. And I feel like with this Knight of Swords, there's probably been a breakup. Maybe this person is leaving your reality. But for some of you, it is this energy. And as we look into the reading more, perhaps we'll get more clarity about that. Either way, you have absolute clarity that this is not something you want anymore. And this energy is moving out of your reality. You're not taking it forward with you. You know, when we come into a new relationship, into a new job, we move to a new city because we've wanted to get away from something. A lot of our focus, a lot of our personality, a lot of our character has been formed around what we want to avoid. So that when we get to a place a new place, instead of being calibrated to what we want to be open to and what we want more of, we're more calibrated to what we don't want. So sometimes things can get blurry around what we give our attention to, because it's so diluted with the past and the fear and the trauma from the past. Okay, opportunity. What is the opportunity coming in for you? Yeah, Sagittarius. I've got a lot of swords on this table, Sag. So I'm just going to say to you, there's really a lot going on here. And there's a lot of ego at play. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I just want you to be aware that when there's so many swords, there's a lot of trying to avoid what I don't want, and not enough being open to what I want more of. You know, it's a protective mechanism. And when we're in this space of trying to protect myself, we're not making decisions necessarily or navigating necessarily from a place of, oh, that's fun, or oh, that's nice. Okay, we've got swords and the moon, which means you're doing quite a bit of shadow work, and perhaps your person is too. But there are many, many shadows that you are navigating at this time, which is a great thing, because to me, after that, the sun should come out. When you are facing your shadows, the things you fear, opportunity coming in for you is the Lovers. So this Knight of Swords energy leaving your life. This could be that this energy leaves, that your person through some shadow work releases this energy and offers you the Lovers. For some of you, but regardless, you are releasing, you are letting go. So this is about you choosing yourself, and from that place, positioning yourself to be chosen. Okay. All right. So that the opportunity is there. I feel like being in this position, this person is going to come back around and say, I've done my shadow work, and this is what I'm willing to offer you. And for some of you, you're going to take it depending on your story, and others, you don't have to. It is an offering. It is not set in stone. Okay. You don't have to. You have free will. So you'll decide what you want to do with that. What is coming in? All right. What is coming in, because it is a part of your destiny, Sagittarius, is the Empress. The energy of the Empress. New beginning, new life. Pregnant with that precious, precious thing. You are going to take care of yourself and nurture the life you want, your goal, what you are working towards, what you are deliberately creating, because I'm hearing that you are deliberately creating. When you make your choices about how you navigate your relationship, about what you do throughout your day, it is to support and facilitate the life that you are wanting to build. You are very deliberate about that. You are not compromising anymore, Sagittarius. I want to look at this person's thoughts about you right now. Two of Coins. They know that you have past lives together. They know that they need to make a choice, and whatever choice they make here is going to drastically impact the path and the direction, where life takes them from here on forward. This feels like a big decision for me. And they want stability. They want to do the right thing here. Your person does not want to make a mistake. How does this person feel about you at this time? How does this person feel about you right now, Sagittarius? Queen of Coins. Coins here, lots of coins here. They want stability. They feel like you are home. They feel like you are nurturing, loving. You are a precious, precious thing. And the Queen of Coins is the energy of the wife. They want stability with you. They want to make the choice. They want to choose the path, to take the action, to make the choice that brings the most stability for the both of you. And they're hoping that that is together. Okay. So, this person, your person knows you did this because of love, honor, and respect for what you both deserve. And this wasn't an easy decision to make, Sagittarius. This took a lot of courage, a lot of strength, a lot of grace, and a lot of love and clarity and commitment. And your person respects you so much for it. They have more clarity about what they've been avoiding within themselves. As a result of this, they're meeting themselves in a deeper way. They really appreciate this. And your person's more determined to earn your love than ever. What is working in your favor? What is working in your favor? Nine of Coins, your stability, your security. Nine of Coins is about financial stability. But financial stability in your life does not come if there is no internal stability. So what is in your favor is that you are remarkably capable of holding stable frequency. Practice this more and allow it to work in your favor, because this is in the position of favor for you. This is your superpower. With whatever it is you want, if you can tune into your 9 of Coins energy on as regular basis as you can, this is really meditating and tuning into the root and the belly chakra, which is about stability and honor. If you can feel into that, the stability of your reality, calibrate to that more, meditate on that, and focus on that with your processing, how you're processing reality. Regardless of what your 3D world might show, this 3D reality, because we're constantly creating, it's shifting all the time. And every time it shifts, it makes us a little bit nervous because it makes us question things. So what actually works in our favor is also the thing that trips us up, because then we're like, oh my gosh, but that client didn't pay it, or I don't yet have that job. I didn't get that. I went for the interview. They didn't call me back, and maybe that means I'm going to be unemployed for another. And it's just the universe shifting things around so that it positions it in our favor. And because these conditions don't say that, we get tripped up. I get that. But remember, this is your reality energetically. The 3D world is manifesting this reality in one way or another, and sometimes it's manifesting it by restructuring. So moving the furniture out of the house. And when you see the furniture's out of the house, you think, oh, I've been burgled. But what really could be happening, what really is happening is that, no, you've got brand new furniture coming in. You've got an interior designer redesigning the space for you. Okay. Just a figurative or a symbolic, just an analogy to make you see what it is I'm getting at. External influences. 10 of Coins. 10 of Coins. Emotional and financial stability. Everything around you, everything in your person's energy, everything around you, everything in the situation that this reading is relevant to for you, whether it's a family member, a situation at work. It does feel quite intimate though. It could be around, it could also be very, very dominant in your relationship with money. What is obvious is that the energy around you is that of the highest the best contributing factors to success. This is the 10 of Pentacles. This is the power couple. This is divine counterpart. This is two people that work together really, really well if they put their heads together and their hearts. So there's a lot that works in your favor here. You are in the 9 of Coins, and this external influence is the 10 of Coins. So this could be your energetic reality. This could be your person that is already in this 10 of Pentacles energy. This could be how the universe supports you. This could be everything built around this relationship, friends, family, purpose, that is perfectly aligned for emotional and financial abundance. Hopes and fears. What are your hopes and fears? 8 of Wands. You are hopeful, Sagittarius, that you will receive passionate communication. And that will resolve whatever shadows have shown up here. And passionately allow you to move forward. You are hoping for that. Outcomes. Outcomes for Sagittarius. You've got the Devil and the Six of Coins at the bottom of the deck. So this is about setting yourself free from bondage. The outcome here, whatever happens for you, however this unfolds, you are being set free from bondage. You are being set free from habits, behaviors, energies that have kept you in bondage and tied to things that do not serve you. You're setting yourself free, and they're bringing my attention to the two. Both you and your person are being set free. So take joy in that. Take joy in that. Balance comes in. Reciprocation comes in. It's not necessary for us to end up with a person. What matters is, what we aim for is that we reach the highest level of consciousness so that we can honor, respect, receive the value of the experience and what we've been able to learn, and we can respectfully let somebody go on their path and take our own path, knowing that it doesn't take anything away from us. It doesn't diminish us because someone doesn't choose to be with us. That it's better to be in a healthy, aligned relationship where you are honored and able to be honored, and you can bring out the best in one another, than to hold on to one another and trigger one another with all of these swords over here. But for many of you, you are going to come together because your person, as a result of this journey, is more determined than ever. Beautiful message. So, you're going to get your bonus message. So, for those of you who are not sticking around for that, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Does it resonate? Has it given you some clarity? I love to hear back from you guys. As I've said before, if you're interested in a personal reading, you are welcome to contact me. I look forward to working with you. My email is in the description box below. And whatever you do, do what's best for you. Let's get your bonus read. All right, Sagittarius, let's get your bonus read from the Shadows and Light Oracle. What is it that is coming in towards you? What is being offered to you at this time? What energies step forward to support you? Let's see. For Sagittarius. Lady with the botched egg. Ooh. Lady with the botched egg. This is your card. It's got the number 31, so that's the number 4. 444 could be significant to you. She's nurturing and caring for this botched egg. And ancient wisdom. This message is about ancient wisdom. It's the number 31. So let's get your messages. Ancient wisdom. The lady with the botched egg is the one in this lifetime who has been chosen to keep safe and sometimes secret, deep esoteric knowledge. Throughout history, most troubled times, there have always been courageous beings ensuring that sacred knowledge was kept alive, even though the world may burn and disasters befall humanity and wars take down cities, there will always be those brave souls who will take the knowledge represented by the botched egg, camouflage it, and keep it safe, so that at a later time, when the world is finally ready, we can all learn. So this is knowledge, sacred information. You possess ancient knowledge. There is something inside of you that you are nurturing, that you have protected and kept safe for lifetimes. And it might not be appreciated by everybody. I'm definitely sensing the witch's wound here, where it's like people are going to be afraid of this. People are not going to see it for what it truly is, and that's dangerous. I have to keep it safe. And the world seems to be descending and into complete chaos and madness, because we are going through a major transformation. What used to be our reality and our world has come to an end. The lady speaks. My town is on fire. The night sky is full of screams and smoke, and I have done what I can to safeguard this treasure from the sacred library. I will keep it safe, record its wisdom, and ensure that these truths stay alive for a future time. I hope that you understand the history of the knowledge that you crave and respect and acknowledge the freedom of the time you now live in. And do the work yourself. It may be that at some time you too will find my egg, and that you are the person chosen to speak of the knowledge others thought were lost. I'm definitely getting a message about your psychic abilities, channeling, downloads that you're receiving. Perhaps you're psychic, right? Maybe you're writing a book. But sacred ancient wisdom is being unlocked inside of you. Or it may be that you too are a guardian of wisdom. If you are, know when to keep it silent. Know what to keep to yourself, and know that some secrets come to light at the right time. I bring you now the symbol of the alchemist, the secrets of the Gnostics, and the wisdom of the magicians and the witches and the herbalists, all saved from this time, in the strange form of an egg. Wow, this is interesting. So this is those of us who are called to, definitely channeling, unlocking and remembering all of the sacred wisdom. I definitely resonate with this message. So much so that at one point when I was doing some shadow work and I had a dream, and this being presented herself to me. And when I went back into meditation later, because I wanted to more clarity about the dream with my guides, I met with her in my meditation. She was an archetype, and she revealed to me that she was actually swallowing all my eggs, so that none of them come to life. She did, because that was my fear, that if what is precious to me comes to life, if those eggs hatch, I don't trust that I can keep them safe in the world. Oh, I feel like someone here, if you are here and you resonate with this message, you totally get what I'm saying. You probably feel a strong pull to ancient Egypt, and your ancient memory is vivid. Or or it's becoming, and you are really remembering. All saved for this time in the strange form of the egg. And you know what? There is a prophecy, I'm going to call it a prophecy for lack of a better word, that Enki, who genetically engineered us, this hybrid species, which according to the tablets, the ancient tablets, we carry the DNA of the hominid from this planet at the time and the Anunnaki. So we're a hybrid species. We carry the DNA of the Anunnaki, highly evolved ancient civilizations. This is where all the starseed communities, what it's based on, that we have the DNA of the star people. So we carry that information as well. But what I'm getting at is that there's a prophecy that he coded into us the secret codes, that we would remember that we are gods and goddesses, that we are not just slaves, that we are free, that we are good enough, that we have wisdom, and that we are so much more than we think. And that the sacred information, instead of it being in books, was coded into us, that at the right time, when our frequency, when we reach a certain level of frequency, that information will begin to unlock inside of us. It will find us again and come to light. And that is the time we're living in now. That is why we have so many incredible people channeling, bringing through information, future versions of species, hybrid species, messages from the intergalactic councils and the bigger picture, bigger than we were ever allowed to believe or had the capacity to believe without being terrified. So you are definitely a part of this. You are definitely a wisdom keeper, a carrier of sacred medicine, and the secrets of the cosmos. Your message of divination is, it may feel to you that you are receiving wisdom from ancient sources and that some of its energy may feel unfamiliar to you, even dark. It is unlikely that you are receiving messages from times when people like you, misfits and mystics, were oppressed and punished. Oh, sorry, not unlikely. It is likely that you are receiving messages from times when people like you, misfits and mystics, were oppressed and punished for their natural gifts. That's why I'm saying the witch's wound. Being burnt at the stake for being a healer, for being a teacher, for being a mystic, for being a threat to the system. Explore at this time something to do with the Renaissance or medieval times, and understand that the knowledge was brought through to you, a very fortunate being in very fortunate times. Keep it safe. Learn all that you can. Explore esoteric symbology, the history of magic and spirituality. Know now that while you are safe, you may wish to keep silent about certain practices. Even though we are in safer times, you may wish to keep silent about certain practices. Whilst we have two worlds existing parallel to one another, I can't help but notice that on that old frequency, it looks like we are regressing in that reality. The consciousness of some people that are still tuned into the matrix seem to be going backwards. Things that we have fought for because they were wrong, for the progress of humanity, they want it back. And it's not just words. They want slavery back. They want elitism back. They want racism to be normalized again. They want inequality back. They want women's rights taken away. They want women to be possessions of the state and of what it, all of those things that have led to terrible things on this planet, they want it back. Why? Because they're still tuned into the matrix and they're still feeding those dark entities that feed off of that program. And so there's this desperation and this greed to create as much density, as much fear, as much violence, as much pain in that reality as is possible to feed. So this is your bonus message, dear. I'd love to know if you guys stick to the end. Just let me know. Stay to the end if you have nothing else to add. But if you would like to add, did you enjoy this bonus message? Let me know. Thank you so much for being here, Sagittarius. Thank you for sharing, liking, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that yet. If you'd like to connect with me to guide you through, coach you through your spiritual journey or a particular area in your life,